Children are coming. Good morning, children. Please join us. Welcome.
Please come.
So, good morning, everyone. I know this is a very stressful time, but believe us, we are here to remove that stress. So, I will just take you through whatever we have planned for our children and whatever we have done that you are already aware. So, whatever we have planned just for this 1 month. Because 1 month can make a lot of difference. Okay, so that is why I will not take much time and we will just start with our PPT. Okay, so first of all, we are going to discuss about how we have to prepare last minute tips, how we have to prepare for the board exam. So this is the date sheet that you have already received. So first of all, when you look at it, children, because you are also sitting here, you have to plan that, for example, I just take one example, 16th February you are starting with marketing and sale. So by 14th, everything else should be finished and you just focus on your first paper that is going to start. Okay, but that should not be the start of that paper. Revision is already done of that paper also, but focus approach, last minute focus, last minute preparation, that will be needed for the exam that is happening on 16th. So this is the way you have to go about. And parents naturally, because parents are also involved, I know that it is not only child's exam, believe us, as a teacher we are also going through this, and as a parent you are also going through the same thing, same feeling is there. So similarly, you plan your other subjects also. Just you can plan that where more days are given to you as of, but do not depend on only these holidays. Your preparation should be full by 14th February. Yes, it should be like this. Okay? So now next. Yes, now the question is why this session? We received messages from parents that you had already done orientation, then why another orientation is required. Actually, this orientation is required because we need to be together. Parents and school should be together when we are preparing our children for the board exam, because at home also you people are doing a lot of work. We already acknowledge it, we already know this. So we should be together. So that is why this orientation was required. Then we need to have focused approach, because now, as I have already said, 1 month can make a lot of difference. So that is why, because of this focused approach, last minute preparation, last minute tips, whatever are there, we should all be on the same page. Then to discuss required subject specific strategies, because every subject is different. So what kind of strategy is needed, how you have to prepare for maths, how you have to prepare for science. So all that strategy, how we have to help our children. So that strategy actually we have to discuss. So now we go to our next, our action plan. Yes, so this is the plan that is there. As you you are aware, we have already shared this with you. So earlier we had planned that we will be having preparatory, but now we have decided we will have regular classes. Okay, and regular classes are also specific with specific preparation with specific strategy. But unfortunately, yesterday only 8 students were present when it was a regular working day. 10 o'clock children were supposed to come till 3:30. They were here with us, and we had already planned for science. I think it was already shared with you also, WhatsApp message ke through we had already shared that what subject they were going to study. Yesterday we had those children who had come yesterday, they studied science, paper is on Monday I guess, then social science and English. So all the 3 subjects we covered. So we need your support here. Then you will send your children, only then we can teach. Okay, so this is very important that whenever we have planned, after exam also there is going to be 2 hours class. We will be preparing children for the next paper. So that strategy is in place. Next, pre-board exam, so that your child is prepared for that. And next day when children will come for the whole day, then again we will be targeting at the next exam also, and as well as whatever important subjects, whatever subjects where they need some support, those subjects will also be covered. Okay, and we are always taking feedback from our children also, like what kind of, like which topics they want us to cover. So it is a collaborated effort, and I think you should be, as a parent, I would just request you people, please send your children for the classes. So now our plan is just go backward. Just go backward. Our plan is like thorough revision in school, as I have just mentioned. Then printout we are giving of CBSE board questions with answers. I think some students who were here, they have already taken it, and I have got to know that they have shared with their friends, those who were absent yesterday. So that preparation is in place. We have taken out all the important questions chapter-wise. Chapter-wise. These are not the sample papers. Chapter-wise, all the important questions with the answers we have taken, we have organized them. Topic-wise, all the teachers have done a lot of work, so that is already in place, and we have already covered. I think in English, Anamika ma'am, how many chapters you have already covered? 50 chapters, ma'am has covered in just 3 days. So similarly, all the other subjects are also covered this way. So we are taking all the important questions topic-wise. I hope children, you are sitting here, you have clarity. So your 1 marker, 3 markers, your 5 markers, all are at one place. Board questions and sample papers, whatever are there in CBSE. And marking scheme, answers are taken from the marking scheme. Important keywords are also given there, so that you know that what answer is expected and how you have to go about it. Then printouts we are giving, then targeted revision for all subjects, keeping in view the board exam. Naturally, because teachers are all experienced here, so they know how to crack the boards. So that is why they are doing this revision with the target of board exam. Then self-study time we will give. It is not that every day you will be coming to school, children. So we will be giving you self-study time. The plan is before 10 days. Like for example, if 16th your exam is starting, so by 6th February, we will make you free. Okay? So before that, all the tests and everything will be conducted. It is not like that. Those children who want to come, we will not take them. So it will be on them in case if they feel, or if we feel that those children require some help, then definitely we would like to call them here, and we will spend some time where one-on-one explanation of the topics would be done. So then we have practice papers, guest papers also. That again, one more cycle we are planning to run. So after your pre-boards are finished, children, so one more guest paper teachers will prepare, and that will be again given to you for just to understand the board pattern. So these are the important tips. Self-made notes are very important. Revise them. NCERT book is your Bible. We have already said. Believe us, no other help book will help you. Leave it, only NCERT. NCERT, back questions, side questions, whatever are highlighted, whatever terms are given. Believe me, sometimes they make question on that small term that is mentioned there. So do not go unprepared. If you feel that you do not understand that particular keyword or that particular term that is used there, ask, discuss, so that you never know that even 1 marker can be framed on that. So similarly, check the syllabus, that is very important. Sometimes topics which are not there, current syllabus, that is very, very important, 23-24, that is also given. So that you need to check. Paper-wise revision based on CBSE sample papers, that we are also helping, you can also check. And please just take sample papers of board exam. Like, you do not depend on any private publisher. It is always good to take your sample paper from the CBSE website. It is always good. They are authentic papers. Then we have attempt at least 10 sample papers, as we have also covered 10 sample papers and question papers. So similarly, you can also do. I'm sure 3 hours. Just keep a clock and then you attempt the paper. During holidays also we have sent some papers. I think how many children, just tell me how many of you have attempted those papers? You good? Very good, very good. Big round of applause for our children. That we, even during holidays also, all teachers were sending sample papers, and it's good that you have attempted that. So ensure, then 3 hours clock just keep, and my suggestion would be the same time in which you have to appear in the exam, that time you should take. For example, exam ka time 10 o'clock hai. So you start your paper 10 o'clock, 10 to 1:30 that time. So this is the time when you should be attempting your paper, so that way practice will be more effective. Then keep clearing all the concepts based on NCERT. Put phone on silent mode or keep it away. My suggestion would be do not use phone. It is not required because you are already used to using your phone. So just fix up a time with your parents, and only at that time you should be just having your phone with you, just to interact with your friends or something. Please, parents, allow them that liberty, just give them. Do not create a lot of stress because they are so used to having their phone with them. So little bit time with the mutual consent, it can be done. Next one. So now these are the general tips for cracking the board exam. Children, you are here. NCERT thoroughly. Question papers based on the board examination is always based on NCERT. Believe me, always NCERT. No R.D. Sharma, no. Sorry, I am nothing against R.D. Sharma or any other person. But I am telling you, for math, for science, for everything, NCERT. That's it. That's your Bible. I'm once again telling you, if your tutors are telling you, do this paper, do this particular guest paper published by a private author or somebody, please do not trust. Now last minute only NCERT. Okay? So that is very important. And first of all, you clear your syllabus from NCERT, class 10 textbooks to understand concept of each and every chapter, NCERT. Then completing NCERT, then 3 previous board papers, CBSE board papers. We are not talking about any private commission here. CBSE board papers, sample paper, and attempt them in 3 hours time. That's it. Okay? And reading time you can take 15 minutes. Just create that kind of environment that would be there in the board exam. And after that, you are advised to practice previous paper, same thing. Notes and study material. Please prepare small notes. That always helps. Small notes, you understand? Like brief mind map, maybe some flow chart in your own handwriting. Just keep those small tips on your desk somewhere. This actually is a great tool as a last minute preparation. Last minute, you understand? Just one night before your exam, you want to go through something. So if you have this habit of writing small notes, keywords only, just revise those keywords and go for the exam. That actually is a great help. Then use flow chart, mind map, make sure that flow of idea is appropriate. Whatever way you want to learn, just create that flow. Don't leave any question unattempted in the board exam. That is a must. Okay? Sometimes children say that question was out of syllabus, I was not knowing about it. I will share one secret with you. Okay? Then sometimes, don't think that this is going to happen or it happens often. Sometimes it happens that question is maybe not as per the syllabus, the question is asked. After that, if you have not attempted that question, you won't get any marks. But if you have tried to attempt the question and CBSE afterwards declares that this question was out of syllabus and proper credit should be given to the students, then only those children get the credit who have tried to attempt. Please, that is why I always say, never ever go with that kind of thing, okay, I don't know this, so I won't attempt. If it is written there that you have to attempt these many questions, then all the questions should be attempted. Mark the question number, whatever you know about the chapter, whatever you understand, just write that. In that case, you will get. Otherwise also, if it is from the syllabus, if you have written something, there is always a chance to get some weightage, some marks for that. Okay, so never ever leave any question unattempted. Underline keywords for more emphasis. So this is very important. How to prepare? Once again, the same thing. Start early in the day of exam. Actually, be organized. Then set your goals. I think before the exam only. Set goals, make notes. I think we have covered, ma'am. We can go to the next one now. So this is now subject specific. We will be sharing with you this PPT. Okay, children, you can go through it. Ma'am, all the teachers actually have already discussed. Children are here, I think we can ask them to enter. So we can always, ma'am, teachers have already discussed with you. So understand the syllabus and know the exam pattern. That is very important. Now, English paper has 3 sections. A, reading section. So 2 passages will come of 10 marks each. B is writing and grammar. C is literature, 40 marks. Time management, this is the preference. When you attempt your paper, when we are saying that 3 hours you have to appear in a mock test and you have to create an environment as if you are appearing in the board exam. So at that time, just follow this time management technique and discuss it with your teacher. That is important. If you are not able to follow, if you are finding it difficult to attempt the paper, please discuss with your teacher. Like for example, reading comprehension 35 minutes, the complete, I think, this is what...
The section.
Yeah, section. Then writing 15 minutes, drafting and 30 minutes attempt. Then grammar 15 minutes. And literature 15 minutes, 60 drafting and 60 minutes attempt. I'm not understanding clearly, Anamika ma'am, will you please explain this to everybody? 60 minutes attempt means reading and writing? Reading and writing, I guess. Reading and writing, ma'am, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, drafting and 60 minutes attempt.
We have different sections, we all are familiar with this format. So preference is this, that if you can complete your reading, means the 2 passages, in 35 minutes. And then, as we had discussed, how to use that 15-minute reading time period. There you can cover your grammar. And then while actually attempting that grammar part, you will just take 15 minutes. Similarly, when I am talking about writing or literature, literature is of 40 marks. You need to draft those points, that rough draft, which we have already practiced. 15 minutes for drafting and then 60 minutes for actual attempt. And the same goes for your creative writing.
And yeah, thank you, Anamika ma'am. So revision then 10 minutes once you have attempted the whole paper. So now use first 15 minutes effectively. Reading time we are talking about here. Try to solve grammar section, select the option you are going to attempt. Children, do not use pen there. Do not use pen. Do not write anything on the question paper. Okay? Just underline only. Okay? Whatever you feel that you have to attempt, grammar, underline only. Okay? And after that, if you are good at skimming and scanning, read the passage and mark the answers also with pencils. Mark. They allow only tick mark or cross, whatever. And cram the format of letter that you have to do beforehand. Letter format is very important because there are so many marks which are assigned to the format only. Next ma'am. Then we have social science. Prioritize neatness and well-organized paper presentation by drawing margin on both the sides and line after each attempted question. Children, when you are attempting nowadays papers, please keep this in mind. The way you attempt your papers, especially social science, science, math, for that matter, every subject, it actually helps a lot. Then you carefully read and comprehend each question. Comprehension is very important before attempting the answer to grasp the specific requirement. So this again you are going to do. Surya is talking there. Anything you want to discuss? Okay, once you listen to me, after that we can discuss. Okay, just please. So now, when I say that understand the question, what is expected, please underline. Children, listen to me, underline why. Whether the question is asking why or what or when. This is just a simple example that I am quoting. So reading time में ही आप plan कर लोगे. Like what is asked, circle it so that you do not miss on that. Otherwise you will come back and say, I have written a lot but marks are not given. So that is because of the reason you have not comprehended it well. So that is why this is very important. Avoid leaving any question unanswered. I have already discussed, all questions are important. For multiple choice questions, write only the correct option. You already know about it, I guess. So that again, during the reading time only, you just mark it with the pencil and then write only ABCD. No need to write every option, everything, and then you write that answer. Only ABCD, no need to even write your the correct answer also they are not expecting. I hope you have understood. Multiple choice question में ABCD में से any one option. If you want to give more clarity, then you write the answer also. But manage your time well. Use a pencil for map work during exam. Underline keywords with pencil or maybe pen. I won't say अगर pencil से आपको लग रहा है you will waste your time. Then my suggestion will be to do it with the pen, with the flow. When you are writing, it is always easy to underline with the with pen only. Okay, and no blue black pen, please, children. It is not allowed now in the board exam. Okay, just one blue pen is allowed. Black is not allowed. Only pencil and blue pen they allow. Then in situation of limited time, word count, construct concept map and leave. Yeah, yes. Important tip. If you do not know you do not have time to finish the answer, okay? Then what will you do? At least for that answer, you will create some mind map, you will write the keywords in corner and try to explain as briefly as possible. But do not leave anything. I hope teachers must have discussed with you, start your paper from the back, especially social science. Discuss हुआ है आपके साथ? No? No? You have not used that technique? जो आपके long answer type है, you do first and then you go to objective type? Okay, then don't do. Okay? आप मैथ्स के लिए करते हो? I have done it for my subject business studies and it is very effective. Like if you do बड़े वाला questions first and then you go to objective type. Or maybe objective type first and then you start from 5 marks wala. Yeah. I hope why I am saying
that
so.
That is how you're supposed to do the 1 markers first. Because you get your 10 or 20 marks.
10, 20 easily आ गए आपके, then you go to 5 markers directly. ठीक है?
बीच वाले 1 or 2 marks and
2 or 3 जो रह जाते हैं ना,
those because you waste a lot of time. जितना टाइम आपको 5 marks पे देना चाहिए, आपको 2 marks पे देके then you don't do your 5 markers. So 1 mark first, then 5 marks, and then your 2 marks, and then your 3 marks.
Okay. Now I am sharing this with you. I am sharing this with you. Now you start attempting your pre-board like this. Okay? Will you try? Don't worry. अभी time है हमारे पास experiment का. Don't worry. So what will you do? As ma'am has just suggested, 1 markers करके 1 marker will be done when? During reading time. We have just discussed reading में वो allow करते हैं, आप tick करते जाना. Then reading के बाद whatever answers you have got, just write those answers. 20 questions are done in 10 minutes only. 5 minutes after I should say 5 minutes only. Okay? Okay? Then after that you directly section बहुत clearly लिखना है आपको. Section A attempt किया these questions. After that you write your D or E section, whatever is 5 markers. वो section लिखना है आपने. And write the correct question number. Okay? ये आप 30 कर रहे हो, 29, 28, 27. So it is allowed. But in the board exam, listen to me very carefully. Do not mix sections. I hope you have understood. A, B, C, D, E sections are there. Do not mix A with C, A with B. Clear demarcation. A section, attempt all questions of A section. Start with B section, attempt all questions of B section. If you do not know any answer, leave space there only and then go to next. Okay? So these strategies you should keep in mind and you should be following it now when you are appearing in your pre-boards and whenever you are attempting your sample paper at home. Okay? So that will actually help you. After that you have, I think next we have done this. Maths, write all the concepts, formula and statement of theorems on sheets for quick revision. Ma'am is here with us. So ma'am will also be giving more tips if required. The unit which carries more marks in the question paper should be given more time to practice. That is beforehand. You need to do more practice. So ma'am, have you told them which units are carrying more marks? So which means more?
I have shared in the temporary when I was in the class also how to attempt, how much time they should take.
Okay.
Again we are sharing here also.
Yes. We will be sharing it with all the
always that how to attempt the paper and which question you know very well. Actually, presentation of the paper is very important during the board examination. Yes. It should not be that you start with a question which you don't know. And you are doing cutting, a lot of cutting, that gives a wrong impression.
Very important tip. Very important tip.
So I have always suggested the question number should be very clear.
Yes, very clear.
And the section written should be very clear.
Very clear.
And the rough work, always I am telling them,
on the right
because
hand.
in the board examination there is no need to, you have to draw the margins. Already the margin is there. Already for the rough work, the sheet is divided into 3 parts. One is margin. In between you have to write the content, and the third part already is drawn for you, where you have to do the rough work. And I always tell the children in the class also, during board checking when we go, when your rough work is written here, suppose when you are copying the answer, calculation especially, multiplication, division, digits interchange हो जाते हैं आपके जब यहाँ से यहाँ copy करते हो. If your rough work is along with the question, examiner gives benefit to you.
Yes, very important.
कि भाई अगर यहाँ से 7-8 था तो यहाँ 8-7 गलती से because of lack of time or pressure, so we give the benefit.
You get benefit
so
of
rough work should be parallel to the question, not at the back. As we are
I
telling
hope it is
always.
clear, you people now. What is important? I always see. Listen to me, children. Whenever I am watching you people attempting the paper, what you do? You do your rough work on the question paper. Question paper. That is the worst that you can do in the board exam. First I have seen question paper. Second I have seen at the back, then you are turning your sheet all the time. It's not required. Do it on the right hand side. Please, please, please start this practice. Implement it. Implement. Now the time is there to implement. Okay? No more turning of the sheet. This is what ma'am has just told you. Sometimes you copy a wrong number. Maybe 87 was there, but you have written 78. Your examiner will always check. If in rough it is correct, they will give you benefit that way. Okay? So just be very, very careful about it. Now preference, ma'am has given, start from section E that we were just discussing. 4 marks question, section D 5 marks, then section C, then B, and then last 1 marker. So आप देख सकते हो 1 marker if you feel that can be attempted.
Depends upon the
हाँ, 1 marker because 1 marker quickly if possible. If quickly it can be done. 20 marks आ रहे हैं आपके quickly करके तो at least secure 20 marks. Okay, so that this is the logic behind it. So आप ये कर दो 1 marker, then you divide your paper like 5, 4, 3, 2, whatever. Okay, next. Science, biology, again, practice all diagram with labeling and function of each labeling. That is very important. Then chemistry, do written practice of all the chemical reaction given in the NCERT book. Learn all the processes involved in extraction of metal along with the chemical reaction. Structure of all the hydrocarbon and functional groups with name, common name, UPAC names. So, and physics के लिए ray diagram, sign convention, formula, practice numericals, learn all the derivations, learn rules and laws, and go through all the activities given in the NCERT. Ma'am is here again, Rima ma'am. Any other last minute tip, ma'am?
Don't forget to
Come
go
this
through
side.
the activities actually. We have many activities given in the NCERT book. We have discussed also in the class, but while preparing for the board examination, we forget to go through those activities. Okay, so please go through those activities. We mostly the case study based question are from those activities
yes.
only.
Yes.
And the sign conventions are very important. With one wrong sign, the entire non-numerical will be wrong. I'm putting pressure on that since beginning. Please, sign conventions are very, very, very important. Okay, and don't forget to write unit after the answer. You forget that. Okay, very important thing. Don't do division and multiplication while doing the solutions. Okay, I told you keep your answer in the fractions only. Use that fraction part while doing the next calculation. Don't waste your time doing that division and the long multiplications. Okay, mostly just आपका आधा नंबर करेगा, not more than
Rima
that.
ma'am, आपका भी rough work side में करेंगे?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, that is important. Numerical के लिए again the same tip. Thank you, Rima ma'am.
But one more thing.
Yes,
Sometimes
okay.
they erase rough work.
Huh?
They
Erase the rough work.
yes.
Yes, it is not
Please
required.
don't do
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Do not do that.
Do not
Because
erase.
you get marks for rough work also. Believe me, teachers are, your examiners are there to give you marks. They are looking for, believe me, all the people who have gone for board exam, I have gone for so many years, and believe us, we always want to give marks. We are just looking for answer here and there, but do not give chance to your examiner to look for your answer here and there. Just be more organized, and your rough work also should be along with the answer.
Two more things. Please draw a circuit diagram. It's very important whether they have asked or not. Okay? That circuit diagram should be there in your answer sheet on right hand side. Okay? And if 2 or 3 lines are left, please don't start your question from there or any section from there. Move to the next page.
Common instruction.
This is very common instruction for
Yes.
all the pages. Thank you.
Then Punjabi language. So understand the syllabus, exam pattern, reading section, marks are already written there. Manage your time effectively, do thorough preparation, solve grammar section and select the option you are going to attempt. Utilize your reading time in understanding and solving unseen passages. Okay, just underline. When you are reading, underline what answer you are going to write. And then use flow chart and mind map whenever possible. Then cramming letter format, this is very important. Everybody is saying, cram the letter formats. Because whatever format is there, so usko अच्छे से learn करो, you will get marks even for writing the format. Next one. So these are all subject specific guidelines. Once again, center के लिए आपको Please देख लो 9:30 you have to reach. I don't know whether parents you are aware or not now. For the past 3 years, Praveen ma'am, I'm correct. 3 years say they are not allowing any child to enter the gate after 10 o'clock. I was there as observer last year. We sent 2 children back. It is very it is not at all a good thing to do. But you, like even the people who are organizing the exam, their hands are tied. Action can be taken against the school. Their CBSE affiliation can get cancelled if they allow any child after 10 o'clock. So 10 o'clock last time बोल रही हूँ मैं. And if you want to be sure that you are before 10 o'clock in the room allotted to you, we reach there by 9:30 every day.
And it gives child also.
That is also there. I am starting with a strict message because parents को लगता है वहाँ जाकर वहाँ पर I will tell you phone calls we received from minister. I am telling you, principal in front of me, she said, sir, my affiliation can be cancelled. What would you do at that time? Will you come and stand with me? Sorry, I will not allow the child to enter at any cost. And your whole 1 year is wasted in this. So this is one thing. Second is it will keep you calm. You will be more comfortable because surrounding will be new. So that is why it is very important to reach there. Now 2-3 more things that we want to tell. That students should report in proper school uniform. Schools are not allowing children if they are not wearing uniform. Last year they allowed us. We received many calls. Then we requested them, but this time we are not making any request. We are not going to take any call. If they will not allow you, please go back and then don't appear in the exam. Uniform means uniform in all respects. You have to carry your ID card also, admit card also. Then students will not carry any band item, smartwatch, wristwatch, whatever is mentioned in the admit card. They give a list. So all that should not be there. You carry only transparent pouch.
We have already told to the children while writing the pre-board also they should wear the I card.
I
Yes.
ma'am, that is the problem.
Yes,
They are not
yes,
carrying now
okay,
also and
okay.
the same
Agreed. Same way, the way you have to appear in the board exam. Now you are going to appear in that manner only in school also. Okay? How many of you are not wearing your I card today? Tell me. Oh my God, nobody actually. So this is the last thing. When we have allowed.
Ma'am, this happens when the parents come to the school, when the board exam is there, children are without I card, then we request the school, then please let them go inside and parents will
Very
come.
embarrassing for the school also. Like we feel ashamed at that time that our children are not following the rules. Please. So now next time when you come, ma'am, we will not allow them.
Yes.
Yeah, it's clear. Students are allowed to carry only a transparent pouch. आपके boxes allowed नहीं होते हैं. Fancy pencil boxes are not allowed. Only transparent. Carry necessary articles, no extra thing, nothing, no money, nothing is not required. Then transparent water bottle is allowed. Otherwise you drink water there only. They do not allow. Then do not carry cardboards or any other study material also. Last minute preparation के लिए do not carry books with you because they will not allow it inside the school campus. School campus, classroom नहीं, school campus में नहीं आने देते हैं. Campus के बाहर में ही you have to keep your books outside. So if your parents are not there, where will you keep those books? So please do not carry. Do not carry. Okay, it is very important. Next one. Yeah, that's it. Children, this was for you. I think rest we can discuss. Ma'am, if you allow, shall we send them for the exam because it's a time for the exam? Because we will be briefing all the children once again. Briefing we will be doing
I'll be
once
having a
again.
meeting.
Yeah, we will be having the parents.
So
And
Tuesday, I'll be meeting all the children of class 10, class 5. Right? So you can go and all the best for the exam. And understand that waiver is being given because you're not in your correct uniform.
Move quietly, children. Shh. Saksham. Quiet. Just be quiet. Okay, beta, all the best. All the best. टेबल ही देते हैं वो अच्छे से होता है. अब ये सारा सामान आजकल स्कूल्स को ही मिल रहा है. फॉर एग्जांपल आपको एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल दूंगी. क्लॉक, जैसे रिस्ट वॉच अलाउड नहीं है. CBSE ने स्कूल्स को क्लॉक्स दे दिए हैं. जो वॉल क्लॉक है वो दे दिया उनको. सब स्कूल्स में रूम के अंदर वो वॉल क्लॉक लगाते हैं. उस वॉल क्लॉक को देखकर टीचर्स कैन प्लान देयर टाइम. सो इट्स नहीं कुछ भी अलाउड नहीं है.
Do not wear anything.
कुछ भी नहीं अलाउड है।
फिर बच्चे को घबराहट हो जाती है, मेरी घड़ी कहाँ चली गई, कौन देगा ना, तो भाई भी want to take a chance. सारे बच्चे बैठे हैं, plus the teachers over there.
वो रीजन बता दिया।
रीमा मैम।
अभी 1.5 hours रह गए, क्योंकि
हाँ मुझे वहाँ से आ गया।
that's the teacher's job, invigilator's job, they tell.
अभी तो मैम लगा दिया अंदर ही, क्लॉक से भी वो मैनेज
Still,
वो भी बताते रहते
जो
हैं।
बच्चे लिख रहे
हाँ,
होते
वो भी
हैं,
बताते रहते हैं
उनको
उनको।
वो बताते
हाँ,
हैं.
वो दे ऑल्सो टेल एंड ये भी कर दिया इन लोगों ने।
तो you start.
टाइम बोला था, वो
हाँ।
पेपर कितने बजे स्टार्ट होता है?
वो पेपर सर 10 o'clock तो सेंटर बंद हो जाता है, ठीक है। पेपर स्टार्ट होगा आपका 10 o'clock को स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं, अटेंडेंस एंड ऑल दैट। 10:15 पर शुरू होता है पेपर। 10:15 रीडिंग टाइम होता है, टिल 10:30 इज रीडिंग टाइम। 10:30 से लेकर 1:30 तक का एग्जाम है। 1:30 पेपर विल बी ओवर, दे जस्ट टेक बैक द शीट्स एंड आफ्टर दैट
वो भी नहीं लेके चलना कि 10-15 तक मैं पहुंच
नहीं बार बार यही बोल।
पेपर स्टार्ट की पहुंची है.
हाँ, मैं बार बार इसी को कह रही हूँ, पहले
Please
था
take your children in a car
Rana,
and
paper
be
starts at 10
outside the
only.
gate at 9
बता दिया,
o'clock.
सेंटर बंद हो
Sit in
जाएगा।
the car and
सेंटर
let the
गेट
child
विल बी क्लोज्ड, मेन गेट इज क्लोज्ड।
9:30 को
मैंने
बच्चे
करा
को
क्लोज
गेट
खुद
बंद
जाना।
कर दो
आई नो दिस।
and go, right? And बच्चे की बुक्स अपने साथ लेके जाओ. Please, all of you, check your children's pockets and
Everything.
everything.
Yes, this is very important.
आपकी
Board exam में-
जिम्मेदारी है.
Yes.
अगर इतनी सी भी पर्ची बच्चे के हाथ में मिल गई कहीं पे, the child will not be allowed to give that paper. ये हमारे बच्चे नादान होते हैं,
And, 3
गलती
years
कर देते हैं.
हाँ,
Right?
they are debarred for 3 years
So
if by chance
please
if they
make
don't
sure
follow.
that you check the children, their pockets, तो सर वो हम लोग करते थे शायद, आजकल के बच्चे भी pockets में डालते हैं, right? So you will have to be very very careful.
और
एक मैम थोड़ा सा इनको ये भी बता दो कि कोई अपनी पर्ची पकड़ करके
हाँ, हाँ,
आपके ऊपर ही
ये-
फेंक दे,
ये-
इसको क्या करना
ये-
है?
ये-
आसपास
हाँ सर, तो मैं ये आपको बता दूं कि हर क्लास में CCTVs लगे होते हैं, right? And if you know that that's happened, that will be seen.
थोड़ा
You
केयरफुल
don't
तो
need to
रहना
worry,
है
but
बच्चों को।
yes,
हाँ।
कोई जैसे हम मतलब हम नॉर्मल बोल रहे थे, बच्चों को अवेयरनेस ही नहीं है, कोई बच्चे के ऊपर कुछ लिख रहा है, उनको पता ही नहीं कौन है कहाँ है, ऐसे नहीं होना चाहिए. You should be aware of your surroundings. Somebody is touching you, giving you something, don't take it.
And
Right?
sometimes children are pressurizing also, so they should not take that pressure. They are
Yeah.
pressurizing also कि दिखा दो,
Especially
it
friends.
doesn't matter, कुछ कर दो.
मतलब अभी जो एग्जाम हो रहे हैं बच्चों के, उनके लिए आप प्लीज थोड़ा क्लासरूम में थोड़ा इस चीज का देखेंगे कि अभी भी ये हो रहा है क्लास में, तो कुछ चीजें थोड़ी सी ऐसी हो जाती हैं कि बच्चे फ्रेंड्स के लिए अच्छा ठीक है इसकी हेल्प करनी है, ये मेरा भाई है, ये मेरा दोस्त है, ये चीजें काफी चलती है
हाँ,
बच्चों में.
नहीं होना चाहिए.
सो अगर अभी वो इस चीज के लिए नहीं रेडी होंगे तो आगे जाके फिर वही चीज
I
प्रॉब्लम
think
आती है.
there's always a difference. हम घर पे क्या करते हैं और गेस्ट के घर में जाके और किसी और के घर में जाके क्या करते हैं, उसमें बहुत फर्क होता है. ये इनका घर है, but when they are going to go there, it's a totally new environment. पहले तो ये खुद को ही सेटल करेंगे, right? Those teachers over there are not our teachers. They will be on guard, they will be worried. So वो अपनी फ्रेंड की भी फिक्र करेंगे, वो अपनी फिक्र करेंगे. And you have to make sure that they understand that.
हाँ, मैं ये चीज मतलब देख
You
रही हूँ
have to,
बच्चों में ये
so
चीज़,
आप
तो
लोग
अभी भी क्लास
as
में कैसा चल
parents
रहा है.
आप लोग ये वैल्यू सिखाते हो ना कि चीटिंग इज चीटिंग.
चीटिंग इज चीटिंग.
दैट्स इट.
आप हेल्प कर रहे हो वहाँ तो भी वो कोई फायदा नहीं, क्योंकि बिकॉज आपको ही निकाल देंगे ये चीज़.
रिश्वत
बहुत
को
समझानी पड़ती है.
लेना और देना दोनों क्राइम है.
अप्रोच काफी कैजुअल हो गया है, so we as a parent, as a teacher, हम सबको we have to work.
like to make that request that while you're orienting and talking to the students, in the end, please, because I know my child, she'll get panicked with so many do's and don'ts. So we should be constantly telling them it's a normal exam. You just have to be normal. You don't have to worry or be in anxiety about anything.
Not at all. So all this, see again,
It's only that they have to understand that these are normal protocols of any exam. There
every exam,
They have
and they're the
Whichever
first year.
exam, if you see, this is just the
Exactly.
first exam for them. After that, there are going to be many exams. If you talk about competitive exams, ma'am, the rules are so strict.
Exactly.
Far more than whatever
Like I
CBSE
was
is doing.
watching her face, na, so
Yeah,
many
yeah.
do's and don'ts.
हाँ,
Oh my
नहीं,
God,
कोई
ये
बात
होने
नहीं,
वाला है.
कोई बात
So let me just add to that. Are these rules not being followed in our school right now? Are they allowed to do whatever? Are they allowed?
Like you said ना,
हाँ जी.
ये उनका अपना घर है, तो
वो मैं
that's the
समझ
comfort
गई. मैं
zone.
समझ गई. But what I'm trying to tell you is that when you use the word anxious or anxiety, so I'll tell you what is it. It is when you are worried about the future. You know, what are you anxious about? Always. क्या होगा? You know, क्या करना है?
Uncertainty.
Uncertainty makes us anxious. This is to remove the anxiety. हम उनको बता रहे हैं क्या करना है,
Informed
कहाँ जाना
decision
है,
making.
कैसे बैठना है, कैसे लिखना है, कैसे पढ़ना है. So everything is being told to them so that they are calm. They don't feel anxious, right? So all this, ये जो मैम ने आप लोगों को बताया है, and we did it like that. I will speak to the children, and we will get them to understand this, that there's no compromise on this. It is to be done. There is no shayad or not shayad and all that. Rules have to be followed. So whatever they have been doing for the past year, for the past 10 years, for the past 10 minutes, doesn't matter. Once you have stepped into the school where you are going to give your boards, you have to be at your best behavior, right? So that is something that they will understand, because they are all very smart. If we could take the boards, we were not 1/10 smart as these children are. So they will manage. आप लोग सबसे पहले, I would request all of you not to be anxious, because the anxiety comes from the parents.
Always. Sorry.
When children see their mothers anxious,
I'm highlighting it.
क्या होगा?
I have seen in my
Okay?
career. Always it is from parents.
And children sense it.
And
Whether
sorry
they
to
speak
say,
it or not.
I'm sorry I'm saying,
No, you don't
parents always blame the school. But नहीं होता.
आपको मैं anxious लग रही हूँ?
Not at all, ma'am. It's a daily affair for you.
No, it's not a daily affair. No, not at all, ma'am. I am on the verge of taking anxiety medications, right? But you are my children here. So if I show you how anxious I am, तो आपका क्या होगा?
This is what it is.
So the very fact that we are having this meeting for the first time in my 5 years of career here should tell you how anxious we are and how worried we are for these children. This lot.
Particularly with this lot, yeah.
That's what I'm saying, sir. अभी तक हमको ये कभी करना पड़ा नहीं. Right?
बच्चों के
ये
साथ
पहली
हम
बार
कर
हम
रहे
कर
थे.
रहे
We
हैं.
were doing with children like in a
But
group.
parents के
but
साथ हम
no,
पहली
not
बार
with
कर रहे हैं,
parents.
because ये
Parents के साथ we have done
बच्चे
for the
सिर्फ
first
टीचर्स
time.
की बात नहीं मानते हैं. So for the first time हमको पेरेंट्स की भी सपोर्ट चाहिए कि उनको ये ड्रिल करना है हमने उनके दिमाग में. And we have to ensure that they are not wasting a single minute of their time. And how will that happen? If they are organized, if their room is organized, if their food is organized, if no guests are coming to your house, if you're not going to parties, if you're not going for movies, if you're not going for weddings, right? All that sacrifices will have to happen in the house for the next 3 months, right? तभी बच्चा फोकस करेगा. अगर मैं मोबाइल लेके बैठ जाऊंगी और मैं बच्चे को बोलूँगी तुम उधर ध्यान दो, तो नहीं होगा, राइट? सो टीवी के कनेक्शंस निकल जाने चाहिए. आप भी टीवी नहीं देखोगे. मोबाइल्स रिचार्ज बंद कर दो if you want to. So you decide what your child needs. We are not going to tell you. Every child is different, every parent is different. Some children need, some children don't need at all. Some children need their parents to be strict, some children need their parents to be gentle. है ना? वो हमारे टीचर्स इंडिविजुअल लेवल पे तो वो नहीं करेंगे, हम ओवरऑल करेंगे, keeping some children in mind. But you have only one child to focus on. So I think it should come from you. What needs to be done, right? So ma'am has given you very clear guidelines. What the children have to do. इसमें कोई भी चीज़ जैसे सर बोलते हैं रॉकेट साइंस नहीं है. आपको सबको पता है, मेरे को भी पता है. अगर मैं अपने गार्ड को बुला के लाऊं कि एग्जाम कैसे देते हैं, बाय द वे ही इज डन हिज मास्टर्स आल्सो, राइट? ही विल आल्सो बी एबल टू टेल यू कि एग्जाम कैसे देते हैं। हमने सिर्फ मन बनाना है कि हम अपनी लाइफ से सारे डिस्ट्रैक्शंस निकाल देंगे जब तक हमारे बच्चे अपने 10th के बोर्ड एग्जाम्स ना खत्म कर लें। दैट इज व्हाट यू हैव टू फोकस ऑन, राइट? आई हैव टू गिव लाइट फूड, द चाइल्ड शुड नॉट फॉल सिक, द चाइल्ड शुड नॉट फील स्लीपी। राजमा चावल नहीं खिलाने मैंने रोज, so give light food, try to finish the dinner by 7:30. That is all what you have to do. So as mothers and fathers, we need to focus on creating a conducive environment in the house. हमारी लड़ाइयाँ कबर्ड में रख देते हैं, 3 महीने के बाद निकाल के लड़ेंगे, ठीक है? All this we have to do. दुखी है हम, सैड है, अपसेट है, my mother's not well, doesn't matter. बच्चे के ऊपर नानी का बोझ मत डालो. Let him focus or her focus on her exams. So try to minimize the distractions. That is your job. The teachers here. So ये जो पूरा plan बनाया है, we have done it literally in 2-3 days because we realized that they need that extra push also. We have never written the answers and given to any children before. So right now, every subjects, every chapters, every question that has ever come in the past 10 years is being put together. मतलब अगर मैं एक टॉपिक लूँ किसी भी सब्जेक्ट का, उसके ऊपर जो भी कभी भी कोई क्वेश्चन आया है पिछले 10 सालों में CBSE में, चाहे वो 1 मार्क का था, चाहे वो 2 मार्क्स का था, चाहे वो डायग्राम था, चाहे वो कंपैरिजन था, वो सब हम लिख के ये भी लिख रहे हैं कि कौन से साल में आया था और उसका प्रॉपर आंसर भी दे रहे हैं, उसके कीवर्ड्स को बोल्ड भी कर रहे हैं। इसके बाद तो कुछ नहीं किया जा सकता, सिर्फ आपने अपने बच्चों को अपने साथ बिठा के कहना है कि बच्चे ये लो नया रजिस्टर, राइट? एंड दैट इज व्हाट यू विल हैव टू डू. वी कैन डू दैट इन स्कूल.
We are going to send that or send?
Everything
Notes
is
are
given.
every day we are
They are
sending.
giving it. We are
Hard
giving you the
copies
hard
there.
copy. Sir,
आज दे रही हूँ सर,
आपको
आज
hard copy मिलेगी.
She was not present, I'm sure. Yesterday and day before. नहीं थी.
So
तो फिर कैसे देंगे सर?
I also wanted to discuss because I asked her that why you don't go to school. She said there's a lot of wastage of time also.
Same thing.
So
But
so
those
that-
children who came
that
yesterday.
was,
I'm not sure.
sir, that was when regular studies were happening. अभी जो ये हमने स्टार्ट किया है, this
Specific है
is
ना,
a
ये तो
new
specific है. For the
new specific
targeted
plan.
targeted plan है.
So what we are doing is that the child sits for his exam. उसके बाद जो उनका 2 घंटे या 3 घंटे हैं, 2 घंटे उसके बाद
Almost 2 hours.
आफ्टर द ब्रेक टेस्ट देयर 2 आवर्स, 2 सब्जेक्ट्स 1 आवर का रिवीजन होगा, out of which one is the test that is going to be
Happen
happening
next.
right? The next day again the 2 hours will be for the test that is going to happen next day, and the initial part is वो जो सारा का सारा उनको नोट्स दिया है उसका रिवीजन होगा. मैंने आपको
डाउट
notes तो दे दिए,
क्लियरिंग, डाउट
वो लोग
क्लियरिंग
सब जगह मिलते हैं, पर अगर मेरे को समझ ही नहीं आ रहा तो नोट्स का कोई फायदा नहीं है. So you have to ensure that your children are asking questions. घर पे आप अपने सामने पढ़ाओ, पूछो ये क्या है, ये क्या है, and when you see that the child has not understood, put a question mark there, write a note in the diary, call us, tell us my child has not understood this, make sure that he does that. मैंने मैम को क्या इंस्ट्रक्शन दिए हैं, जब तक हर बच्चा हर आंसर अपने आप नहीं लिखेगा वो उसको लिखता जाएगा. What is the way to learn something or to ensure that you know? To write it independently. अगर बच्चे बोलेंगे नहीं हमको तो नोट्स मिल गए, हम तो इसी में से पढ़ेंगे, हम तो ऐसे ही याद कर लेंगे, नहीं, वो नोट्स को वो फिर से अपनी कॉपी में अपने हैंड से लिखेंगे. Until you write something, it will never stay.
लिखते नहीं हैं. They have got this problem. They don't
तो
understand.
लिखवाओ, लिखवाओ सर, वो आपके बच्चे हैं, right?
This is
I
very
don't
important.
care how you make them
अगर पूरा
write.
नहीं लिख रहे हैं सर, कीवर्ड जैसे मैंने बोला,
पूरा ही लिखना
that is
पड़ेगा
very
उनको, because in
important.
exam they have to write it. So अभी तो टाइम अभी नहीं लिखेंगे फिर
अगर
कब
उनको
लिखेंगे?
लग रहा है कि प्रेशर है, बट छोटा छोटा नोट्स, फ्लो
Pressure
चार्ट,
है
माइंड
इसलिए
मैप, दैट इज
क्योंकि-
वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट.
See,
करना है.
where does the pressure come from? Where does anxiety? ये भी कर लो, वो भी कर लो, थोड़ा सा ये रह गया, वो रह गया. No. Yes, that is what we are doing. We are taking one chapter of every subject and thoroughly finishing it. इससे थारो पूरे इंडिया में कोई स्कूल नहीं कर रहा है. I can give a guarantee. Okay. Now, आप लोग कितने थारो हो, उतने मार्क्स आपके बच्चों को मिलेंगे. हमारी तरफ से 100% for every child is being done by the educators, by the coordinator, by the vice principal. Now the parents need to see कि वो अपने बच्चे को उसमें से कितना निकाल सकते हैं. तो इसीलिए I am so disappointed to see such few parents because your role starts now. You have to implement at home. We are implementing in school. We would be so happy घर पे बैठ जाओ, पढ़ो अपने आप. हमको क्या प्रॉब्लम है, हम अगले साल की प्लानिंग कर लेते हैं. We are going home at 6. हमारा टाइम है 3:30. Why are we doing that? Because of our children's results, right? So when parents say, government ने छुट्टी दी है, आप क्यों नहीं दे रहे? We are putting our neck on the line. The government can raid any time and say, how are the children of 10th coming? Because only 11th and 12th is allowed. So think about it. That we as a school are putting a net out there and getting the children when they're not allowed. So obviously we can't give you transport. ट्रांसपोर्ट में तो हम बोल रहे हैं ना, रेड झंडी के साथ आ जाओ, हमको पकड़ लो, हमने बच्चों को बुलाया है. We can't do that. So there are some limits and people need to understand that we are going out of our ways for our children. ठीक है? So I think
थैंक यू मैम.
मंडे से हम ट्यूसडे को हम बच्चों को मिल लेंगे. अभी any
The
doubts you
notes which you will be giving will be of all the subjects.
Yeah, notes are
All
given for all
chapters.
the subjects.
every single subject,
Single subject, topic wise we are
science,
covering
social studies,
for all subjects. Yeah.
right? इसके नोट्स होते हैं. इंग्लिश का जो कुछ भी उनको लिटरेचर के पूरे क्वेश्चन आंसर्स वो कर रहे हैं. क्रिएटिव
Board
राइटिंग के
questions.
पॉइंट्स.
Board questions.
So that's what we've already said.
We get the PDF or the hard copy?
Hard copy, ma'am.
आज तो क्लास नहीं है ना
आज नहीं है पर नोट्स दे रहे हैं ना, कर दिया ऑलरेडी. मैं करके आई हूँ पूरा प्रिपरेशन. हर बच्चे के हाथ में नोट्स जा रहे हैं. व्हाटएवर वी हैव प्रिपेयर्ड सो
सभी
फार.
सब्जेक्ट के आज
हाँ यस, सब
एक एक
जितना
चैप्टर.
जितना हुआ है.
The thing is you need to understand.
सब नहीं.
पूरा दे देंगे तो ना आपने कभी उसको देखना है ना बच्चों ने कभी देखना है.
हाँ जी.
हम आपको छोटे छोटे बाइट्स दे रहे हैं. You can't
हाँ.
finish a meal together.
Yes.
So we are giving you one chapter at a time because my teachers also have to make those answers. मैं उनको रात के 12 बजे तक तो बिठा नहीं सकती. So they are taking 3 days to complete one chapter. The moment they complete, the HOD checks it, ma'am gets it printed, it'll go to the child while they are making the next chapter. Right? So this is also something that we've never done, but we are doing it.
One small thing I would like to add here, these are board questions. These should be attempted once child is thorough with the chapter. Please do not try to get those answers crammed. I hope you are understanding what I am saying. Topic mein first clarity is very important. Because as it is, questions are not asked in the papers nowadays. If you see the trend of past 5 years, if you see, as it is, questions are not coming, they will always twist and turn. So just prepare your children for that. Just make sure that they revise. I'm sure most of them have revised all the chapters. So this is the right time to have that material, learn it. But still, I'm just telling you that this should not be our policy. Okay? And because ma'am, you mentioned about that anxiety, मैं एक छोटा सा आपको बताना चाह रही थी कि like examination hall में, prepare your children for that. In case if they have any problem any time, I'm talking about the examination hall when they are inside. If they have anything they are feeling, anxiety, whatever, then our representative from school is always there. One person, ये CBSE का rule है, one person will always be there. Some invigilators are also sent from the school there. Okay, so one person would always be there to contact that person. Our teachers will go in the morning to wish them. They are outside. Inside also somebody is there. They always make a call to the principal in case if there is any problem. You can give medicine to your child. Do not be under that when we were talking about that they are so strict and all that. आप मेडिसिन दे सकते हो, परमिशन से फ्रूट, समटाइम इफ चाइल्ड इज लाइक आई हैव सीन इफ चाइल्ड इज डायबिटिक और समटाइम कुछ होता है, तो ऐसी ऐसी चीजें, बट बी वेरी वेरी क्लियर अबाउट ऑल दिस, ओके, दैट do not create any anxiety at the last minute when you are taking your child. And admit card के लिए one thing more, admit card जो बच्चे का रोल नंबर है, that is important to take, नहीं भूलना है, but in case if you have forgotten and in the car you realize that you have forgotten it, please do not go back and bring it. Leave your child at the center. Leave your child at the center and then go back and get it. Okay? Our teachers are there standing outside the gate. They will actually request कि अभी इनको ले जाओ, हम arrange कर रहे हैं, admit card will be sent later. These are certain things that all of you should be knowing. Reaching the center by 9:30 is very yeah, 9 कर देते हैं.
First day आप 9
First day तो 9 है.
Second day आप 9:30 चले जाओ. I don't have a
First day 9 o'clock.
You all yourself should realize that if you have an important appointment, right, and you're going there for the first time, क्या आप 5 मिनट पहले पहुंचते हो कि आधा घंटा पहले पहुंचते हो?
सारे पेपर्स एक ही सेंटर में होंगे.
हाँ जी, एक ही
Same
सेंटर
place,
में, सेम प्लेस,
and it's very close. It's always
अभी नहीं आया है मैम,
but
अभी सेंटर
generally
नहीं
it's
आया.
Paragon School. It's quite close.
That is written in the admit card.
वो
आपको
आपको पता चल
always
जाएगा.
go and see the surroundings. I have seen sometimes schools are in very small lanes, so there is a lot of traffic jam. वो सब चीजें आपको plan in advance. We also will guide all the children. जब admit card देते हैं हम करते हैं. That time
Next
also.
week the exam is tomorrow. Then 2 days prior also you can
Just
go.
go
बच्चा
arrange
घर
and
पे
just
है.
find out that.
Let's go and see.
Yeah.
What does that do? It makes the place familiar. The child is not worried. हाँ ये तो हमारे स्कूल के पास ही है. ये तो हमने देखा हुआ है. These are all ways of calming the child down. And first of all, आप लोग काम करें.
Yes, this is very important. That is why admit card
Because
I see.
they forget.
When they forget admit card, they go back with the child only to bring it. But ये नहीं करना है आपको. You have to. That is why I'm just saying कि छोटी-छोटी facilities हैं which are available. So don't worry. And please, you are always having class teacher का phone number with you. Please call the person immediately. So that way half the problems can be solved.
One very trivial query related to mathematics. You did mention that NCERT definitely is the Bible, no doubt about that. But like NCERT is very focused. One type of concept is covered in 1 or 2 questions. So for extra practice,
Yes, extra practice. Please do as much.
Plus do, but
But do not leave a single question in
Of
the
NCERT.
NCERT.
Yeah,
मतलब
this
ये
is
नहीं होना
important.
चाहिए कि मेरे को 10 RS अग्रवाल के आते हैं पर वो जो एक है बेकार है वो नहीं आता.
वो ये प्रॉब्लम
ऐसे
बहुत
नहीं
हो रहा है ना, काफी हो रहा है ये प्रैक्टिकल प्रॉब्लम वी हैव सीन एंड यू विल बी सरप्राइज्ड टू नो इवन IIT में भी नाउ दे आर कवरिंग NCERT के क्वेश्चन जस्ट बिकॉज CBSE हैज क्रिएटेड अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग अराउंड देयर NCERT बुक्स सो दे आर नाउ पुटिंग 1 or 2 क्वेश्चन स्पेशली फ्रॉम केमिस्ट्री आई हैव सीन वहाँ आ रहे हैं. तो जस्ट bring the focus back on the
So the
books.
fundamental building
हाँ,
block is the
yeah,
NCERT.
yes,
Yeah,
this is very important, very important. बच्चों को अभी सिखाएंगे सर वो 11th 12th में भी आपको हेल्प करेगा. Otherwise, when they will go to coaching centers, वहाँ सब लोग बोलते हैं कि NCERT मत पढ़ो बेटा, our books are more important. तो ये
Some
करो,
of
तो that is why.
good coaching centers they focus on NCERT as well.
Yeah.
हाँ.
All the books.
Because
I
they are
know.
aware of
They
the
have-
results.
Yes.
They
But
have
the
also
smaller coaching centers are looking at the money.
Yeah.
हमारी books बिक
the
जाएं.
good ones are
The
doing.
good ones they always say
Good
that
ones are
you
doing it,
practice
yes.
as much as you can,
Because
but
they know,
always
sir, that results will come from
Come from
NCERT.
NCERT. तो हाँ.
और NCERT की सबसे सिंपल बुक है. 1 साल से बच्चा पढ़ रहा है उसको. क्यों हम उसको एक्स्ट्रा इधर उधर का चीजें देंगे? That's the basic. That's the basic that the child should know. तो वो हमारे जमाने में कहते थे ना बुक को चाट जाओ.
और
Just do that.
मैथ्स के लिए
हाँ जी.
इस बार ऐसा कुछ है, कोई रूल ऐसा चेंज हुआ है कि अगर आपको लाइक यू हैव टू अटेम्प्ट 5 क्वेश्चन आउट ऑफ 7, तो अगर आपको नहीं मतलब आता है अच्छे से बट आप सारे के सारे कर लो ताकि जो बेस्ट होंगे उसमें से
No man, never.
बिकॉज़ मेरे हिसाब से
No,
तो नहीं होना
no,
चाहिए.
no,
बट
no,
उन्होंने
no,
कहा
no.
कि स्कूल में
No,
ऐसा
there
कुछ
are-
बताया
Okay,
गया है.
you have to do 10 out of 12, you
Best
attempt all 12,
No.
best will be taken. This is
No.
what we are hearing from our children.
Ma'am
also.
will tell.
ये ऐसा नहीं है बट दिस इज डिसाइडेड एट द सेंटर लेवल जहाँ पेपर जाते हैं. तो वहाँ पर व्हेन दे रियलाइज मोस्ट ऑफ द चिल्ड्रन आर एक्चुअली अटेम्प्टिंग मोर क्वेश्चन, तो यूजुअली व्हेन दे आर नॉट एबल टू पास, ये उनके लिए होता है. those who are not
ये
able to
उनके
pass
mind में
on
ये
the
आ गया है कि नहीं
हाँ।
हमें तो ऐसे ही करना
मैम,
है।
मुझे लगता है ग्रामर की
Grammar
वही बात है।
grammar with her.
नहीं, ये wrong के लिए
Grammar
doubt
के लिए
होता है कि वहाँ कुछ भी
Well,
जब उनको they are not
grammar
very
नहीं।
sure whether answer will be correct or not, and if they have time, it is good that extra question can be attempted. आप ये पूछना चाह रहे हो?
So,
But time management is very important.
then
As
our
ma'am
marks
said.
are
besides this time management, this is also very, very individualistic. They are different invigilators, you don't know their mindset. So I might feel, okay, so he's making a fool out of me. I will take the first choice. I will not look at which is correct and which is wrong. मैं देखूंगी कि अच्छा इनमें से ये दोनों लेने थे, इसने 3 किए, मैं तो पहले 2 देख रही हूँ. So you have to follow the rules, that's it. And utilize that time instead of doing like, jack of all trades. Let's be master of all the questions that we are supposed to do.
So ma'am, I'll put it in a different way,
Hanji.
if possible. Any of your teacher, is he going for as an invigilator in CBSE?
He always is.
Okay.
सब चाहे.
They are going, right?
हाँ,
So they
exactly.
must be having some guidelines, right?
Yes.
So if possible, out of this discussion, because some parents have raised some queries, and your teachers are going as an invigilator in CBSE,
Yeah.
so they also have some guidelines, right? So if you can make a small kind of, PDF
Tips
file,
and all.
tips,
Yeah,
so it will be really helpful because
That's
But
what
now
we've done.
late answer already we have done it.
It's already
हाँ,
done. We
already
will share the PPT
Yeah.
with you.
And-
All the tips have been
Absolutely,
written.
and in this PPT, share those guidelines as well which are given to the invigilators for checking itself.
Done that, sir.
वो कर
अच्छा, it is already done.
And
वही
अगर
होता है।
टीचर्स ने बोला है बच्चों को, मैं थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे वो करूँगी, अगर बच्चों को बताया है उन्होंने, आपको लग रहा है टीचर ने बताया तो वो कर रही है इसका मतलब, it means in most of the centers it would be there. मैं फिर भी चेक कर लूँगी एक बार.
But then it's
Maybe
always
हाँ.
advisable to, even if you are attempting all 12 out of
हाँ.
the 10, so always advisable to attempt
मैम अभी
one
तो
section.
सेक्शन डिसाइड हो गए हैं, अभी तो बहुत स्ट्रिक्ट है सीबीएसई.
है.
एक सेक्शन में 7 क्वेश्चंस हैं, उसमें से दे से अटेम्प्ट एनी 6, इतना ही आता है, इतना ही आता है. Whatever I have
Then
read.
why would you do 7 when you have to do others also, ma'am?
तो टाइम मैनेजमेंट इज इम्पोर्टेंट.
That's exactly my question, because that guideline has come in from the teachers only.
Which teacher? Our teachers? Right now? So which subject?
ग्रामर के लिए इंग्लिश ग्रामर
grammar
क्वेश्चन
सबके लिए नहीं होता।
सेक्शन में
सबके लिए नहीं
मार्क्स के लिए होते
वो
हैं।
maths के लिए
तो
नहीं
बच्चे
होता।
पूरे 12 करते हैं कि
English
उसमें
grammar,
से
yes,
बच्चे
मुझे
आगे
ये
होते
first
हैं।
time देखते हैं।
That is
Not for the
a
other part.
micro
छोटा सा
part.
part
So
वाला, हाँ।
when you are asking the question also, then please be specific.
Yes.
हाँ.
उससे
So,
ग्रामर के लिए
That
हाँ,
is
they have mentioned that they
perfectly
have put the
fine.
best
अब
five.
ऐसे लेटर में आपके 2 लेटर आएंगे,
For the
छोटा
whole
सा
exam,
एग्जाम्पल दे
all the subjects.
2 letters. अब will you think that, do you think that your child will write both the letters and after that wait which is more? No, it is not like that.
So you don't have a
Okay?
time also.
Yeah, this is what we are saying.
No,
But
you have the time, but then you will just do this much for everything, and then you will get 50%
yeah, this is the problem.
for attempting the whole paper.
And teachers are guiding them, don't worry.
हाँ,
I am
teachers are
very
guiding
sure
बहुत
teachers
अच्छा
are
है,
guiding
क्योंकि
them
वो
very
guiding
well.
my son was
All
asking
our
me,
teachers.
मम्मा क्वेश्चन पेपर देख के मुझे यहीं पे डिसाइड करना होगा कि whether I attempt the
हाँ.
first one or the
Reading
second one.
time में ही करना है.
What I do is
This is-
I
this
start
is-
writing the first portion,
Yeah.
then I cross it, realizing that I can write a better thing on the
Yes.
second.
So
So I will be
those
taking
15
some time.
minutes of
Yes.
reading time have to be utilized very well.
Well.
And that is why the English teacher has also told you where you need to draft an answer also.
Drafting is very
15 minutes if you spend on that. So what is that? That's like making a mind map. That's like making a plan. Instead of sitting in the car and then stopping on the way here and there and taking wrong turns, you draw your map first कि मेरे को ये keywords डालने हैं इस आंसर में, right? बिल्कुल. Right? Google Map यहाँ पे स्कूल में लग रहा है, वहाँ पे जाके दिमाग लगा लो, right? And then write the answer. That is much better. Least amount of cutting, very clear. So आप अपने आप को put yourself in the place of an invigilator. Invigilator to of course show the behavior and everything. So you don't need to start looking here, there and everywhere because the invigilator also gets hassle. Second, the checker. आपके पास एक dirty, rubbed, cut, confused paper आए और एक आपके पास बहुत neat, clean, and we are not saying scale निकाल के बैठ के line, no. While you are writing with your pen, just underline. आपके कोई points नहीं मिल रहे हैं for straight lines. It's for so that the invigilator's eye goes straight, the checkers, on that word. You're making that person's work easier to give marks. They're always looking for giving marks, like ma'am said, right? So the key is practice writing. That's the key. The more your children write, the better they will be over there. If I don't write for 1 month, I feel, oh my God, मैं pen को कैसे चलाऊं? Right? I start writing slowly when a parent comes to me, and you all know that I write everything. So I'm listening and I'm writing, and nowadays I've been saying, ma'am, just 1 minute, मैं ये खत्म कर दूं लिख के. Because practice नहीं है. The more your child practices, the faster the child will be at writing. दिमाग जल्दी चलता है, हाथ जल्दी नहीं चलता, तो क्या होता है? There's a disconnect, right? So I think the next lot of parents have come or they are coming.
have started.
Let them come.
One more thing, maybe it is beyond this subject, but will you help children also to choose the stream, next stream learning?
We've already been doing that, sir. We've had so many career counseling sessions with them. We've already done that.
We can plan, we can do also if you want.
It will be helpful because you know them.
Sure, we can.
वो तो हम कर देंगे, but
We can have a session, no problem.
we have enough people willing to come, but we don't want to waste their time.
हम ही कर देंगे.
After they no, so even after they finish the exams, we can call them one day. ना? Exams खत्म कर लो ना.
That's what I could.
Yeah. So once they finish the exams, and based on what they think they have, how they perform, anyways we can have a career counseling session with the parent and child, right? Because you both have to decide together. Yeah? Thank
And
you.
a cup of
everyone.
tea. Tea, okay, tea.